I didn't really realize there was a glass ceiling. I just was rather naive to it. And so I think I literally just moved my way through without thinking about how I was going to tackle it. So actually, bizarrely, naivety about that ceiling was what's really, really helped me.
Advice that a mentor once gave to me was, take the job that no one else wants and take it and turn it into a success. And I have done that consecutively 3 times in my career, where my friends or clients or the industry said she is out of her mind to be taking on this job, and then turned it into a success. And that was the best advice that I ever got.
I think the biggest challenge in the leadership path has been, the willingness of people along the line really to recognize you as a woman, as a leader, even though you are different and even though you do not necessarily have the leadership attributes that sort of men usually have. I was at Time Warner for a while, and when I was there, I had a leadership coach who literally, this is like 15 years ago, told me to tone down my emotion and to act and talk like a man. I mean, literally, that was the advice that I was given. And I had a boss at the time who pulled me aside and said, don't do anything that they're telling you. That if you're not true to yourself, you'll never be recognized as a leader.
It was 1989, I think it was, 1988, and I thought, they're literally telling me I can't go to a meeting because I'm a woman. And talk about pivotal moments, I thought, okay, I can either have a giant tantrum and get everybody to say this is not acceptable, or I can go on to the next thing. And I did a little of both. I didn't have a giant tantrum. I just said I think that's fundamentally a terrible mistake. I went to my boss and I said that's kind of unacceptable. You are complicit then in all of those things that are not okay. But then I said, you know what? What's the next thing? I'm moving on. But that happened.
But I think in the end, and comes back to your point as well about authenticity, are you genuinely aware of who you really are, and are you able to connect with other humans in that authentic sense, whatever that may be? Because once that connection's happened, many more things then flourish from it. But you have to be pretty sure about what you are, what you stand for, before you can sometimes go forth and do that in a way that connects to somebody else.
I am a mother, but I do actually care about my team. I think it's my job to get as many brilliant people to surround me as possible, because then the work is amazing, the work experience is amazing. It's my job to make sure they want to come to work every day and do all the great work. And brilliant people, brilliant diverse people together is so much fun. But I am a bit of a lion. There are some people in the audience who work with or for me. I'm quite outspoken. I have a firm point of view, and I sort of see my role also as to set a vision and let those brilliant people go knock it down, build it up, and make it better.
It is really tough to go from being the good person on the team because you're a member of the team to being the leader of the team, where it's a completely different role. And some of that is also hiring. And how do you think about that?
Actually having an opinion that you are brave enough to express, even if it's not always the most popular from a familiarity point of view, but you are willing to bring of yourself to that organization and to be brave with that.